Now, I'm a huge fan of Stephan. He's got a YouTube channel with over 3 million subscribers, but still, I think his coffee company is gonna fail. The first reason why is his margins are just not that good. And I've been doing e-commerce full time for the last 8 years. I've created a lot of products and helped a lot of other people create products to sell online. And one of the biggest mistakes people make is they underprice their product. Now, Stephan is famous for being cheap and spending as little money as possible. The problem is it's very hard to compete on price. You don't want to try to create a product and be the lowest price product. In fact, a much better approach when creating a physical product is to try to position yourself as the premium product. You've seen people like Emma Chamberlain do this, where she overcharges, in all honesty, for her coffee, but that means more profit for her. And I give Stephan a lot of credit because he's trying to create a budget-friendly product. The problem is that it means not as much profit for him. And he shared the numbers with us on how much it costs him to create his product. He spends around $4.10 for the coffee beans, another 75 cents for the coffee bags themselves, 15 cents for the labels, 66 cents for the exterior boxes. These are the boxes that they're gonna ship the product in, and another 20 cents for miscellaneous packaging equipment. And on top of that, every time an order is placed, they have to pay $1.85 for pick and pack fees, and another $5.23 to $8.80 for shipping. Now, for this bag of coffee, they charge around $11, meaning when you subtract out all the different costs, there's a profit margin of around $3.29, which sounds like a decent profit margin of around 30%. But keep in mind, there's always hidden fees, there's always extra costs that come up. In fact, we already saw this. Graham's coffee company was sued. He spent over $10,000 on logos and other things like that, and all that money got flushed down the toilet. He also spent $13,000 on a revamped logo and branding for the new brand. But when running a physical products business, there's always gonna be other fees that you didn't easily calculate. Things like product going bad, or maybe missing packages, or other things. And that's the reason why you wanna charge a premium price when you're selling a premium product. It allows you to have a higher profit margin just in case for the things that go wrong. For instance, we also see that Graham charges around $5 flat rate shipping no matter where he's shipping it in the United States. But he even said it costs him over $5 to ship the product, all the way up to $8.80 if he's shipping it to the East Coast. Meaning if someone from the East Coast buys this product and he has to pay $8.80 shipping, he's actually losing money sending that product over there. And this leads me to the second reason why this business will fail, and that's because it's really not that unique of a product. The only thing that makes this product unique is the branding itself, which is important, but Graham himself would probably not buy this coffee. He'd probably go to his local grocery store and buy a similar product for a lot cheaper. When you're selling a product like this, you're selling more than just coffee. You're trying to sell an entire experience. Now, the problem is Graham said himself that he doesn't want to spend extra money on all the extra frills, like having a nicer box or shredded up paper to make the whole experience seem nicer. But really, in a lot of ways, that's kind of what people want. They're willing to pay more money if they're gonna have a higher quality experience. For this to be a coffee brand in a business that stands on its own, there needs to be something unique about it, and there's just not really anything that unique about it. A counterexample would be a company like Death Wish Coffee. Death Wish Coffee has the unique selling proposition of being the highest caffeine coffee in the world. It's something actually unique, something different. Even Chamberlain Coffee had single serve cold brew packets, which was a product that was relatively novel and not exactly the same product that you can find all over the place. The third reason I think this business will fail is it takes a lot of time and energy to actually create a successful e-commerce brand. And so far, Graham's only really done 1 or 2 videos talking about this business being live that I've seen. Though obviously he does have the Ice Coffee Hour podcast, which is the perfect way to plug his coffee business. So this is something that he might start doing a lot more. Now, I do want to make it clear, even though I said all these reasons why his business will probably fail, I actually think that Graham is an extremely smart individual and that he'll be able to figure it out in the long run because, one, he has a huge fan base that will buy pretty much anything that he sells. So even though there might be some issues early on in the business, he'll probably learn from any issues that he has and correct course as he goes. He also partnered with an established coffee e-commerce sellers, so a lot of the beginner mistakes that most people would make, he's probably going to be able to avoid. And most people think that entrepreneur success is a straight line. It actually looks a lot more like this. You usually start out very passionate and everything looks amazing, but usually there's some kind of an issue that happens, something that makes you think that your business is absolutely going to fail, and you go down to this point right here. And it's at this point where most businesses end up figuring out what it takes to actually succeed. This is what happened to me. When I first quit my corporate job, I was extremely excited. Then I struggled for a number of years trying to figure out how to make money online, but I did eventually end up figuring it out. And my guess is this same thing is going to end up happening to Graham. Right now he's really excited, but I think eventually he's going to realize that he doesn't have enough profit margin. But I'm willing to bet that he's going to figure out how to fix that issue and end up having a lot of success. He has an advantage that most people don't have. For the average person, I would say never try to do what Graham is doing here with his coffee company, because he's really not selling that unique of a product. He's also not charging a premium price for it, meaning he doesn't have a lot of profit margin to work with. But what he does have is a huge amount of reach. He gets millions of views per video. And if we do the math and only 10% of his viewers end up buying the coffee, that's still hundreds of thousands of pounds of coffee that he could sell every single year. And the thing about coffee is it is addictive. So if he can get people to be buying his coffee instead of the competition, that could be reoccurring revenue, meaning every single month people are buying his coffee over and over again. So even if he doesn't have the biggest margins, in the long run, he could still make a lot of money. Now, one mistake I personally think he's making is he's not selling his product on Amazon. He's only selling it on his own website, which is great. Since he can drive so much traffic from his YouTube channel, from the podcast into his website, he can still have success. But keep in mind that 50% of all e-commerce sales happen on Amazon. So if he wants this to be a really big, legitimate business, he's gonna eventually have to start selling this product on Amazon. The problem is, because his margins are so thin, he may not be able to sell this product on Amazon profitably. Because in addition to all this product cost, he would also have to pay an additional 15% fee just to sell on the Amazon platform. On top of this, to make his product Prime eligible, he'd have to pay $4.95 for the Amazon FBA fee. Now, the good thing about this is this would actually be cheaper than he's currently paying for shipping and handling. But the problem is he would not be able to pass that cost onto the customer. Now, compare that with Death Wish Coffee, who charges almost $20 per bag. You can see that even after they pay for all their product costs, they pay for the Amazon selling fee and the Amazon FBA pick and pack fee, they still are able to make a profit. And if you go on Amazon, you can actually see that they're selling thousands and thousands of these bags per month on Amazon alone. And here's the trick. If you ever want to know how much an Amazon product is making per month, just go to their Amazon product page, scroll down to their best selling rank, copy that number and put it into the free Jungle Scout sales estimator, and it will tell you how many units per month that product is selling, and then multiply it by the cost of the product, and that will tell you in dollars how much they're selling of a product per month. And by not selling on Amazon, Graham is missing out on a lot of sales. There's over 142 million Prime customers. That's a lot of people that go to Amazon every day to buy products, and companies like Death Wish Coffee make millions upon millions of dollars selling their coffee on Amazon. Now, the benefit of selling his product only on his own website is that he actually gets a lot of the customer data. He gets the email addresses and the physical addresses of all his customers, meaning that he can remarket to all those customers, which means that he's going to be able to increase the lifetime value of his customers. So I do think that this is smart of him to do early on, is to only sell his product on his own website. But in the long run, if he wants to grow this into a giant business, I think it'd be very smart of him to also sell his product on Amazon, where people can get free 2-day shipping. And in this day and age, a lot of people buy things only from Amazon. And selling a physical product online, especially a consumable physical product, is a great way to make a lot of money online, especially if you're gonna sell it on Amazon. And that's what I did. I created a product and I sold it on Amazon. And I talk about in this video right here exactly how I was able to sell over $1 million of my product on Amazon step by step. So if you want to learn how I did it and how you can do it too, click on this video. I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.